I can't say too much without crying.
That's okay. Take your time.
You guys have been through a lot, but you deserve the very best. So, cheers to the new Fedlers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So, hi, I'm Liz. I'm Emily's first youngest sister, second youngest sister. I'm the middle little. I'm in the middle. I was told not to make this too long because otherwise no one would pay attention to me. But I've lived with Emily for about almost 27 years now, and I'm not sure if all of you know her as well as I do. But Emily is a unique and precious jewel, and I was thinking a lot about different stories that I could tell you that wouldn't be too embarrassing. So just to show you how unique she is, I'll just let you know Emily's very patriotic, and she's also very interested in history. So there was this one year we went to Washington, D.C. to visit the Declaration of Independence. We were waiting online. I don't know if any of you have been there before, but you have to wait online to see the Declaration. It's in a darkened room, and it's protected under special light. But Emily was so excited to see it. We were waiting in line, and she just got so excited that she actually made herself physically sick, that she had to exit the line, and she never got to see the Declaration. So, Eddie, I'm hoping that one day you'll be able to take her to realize her true dream. But this was just one story out of many to illustrate how special and unique Emily is. And since I'm her sister, I really didn't ever imagine that anyone could deserve her or recognize how special she is. But one day, Eddie came to our house and said to let us know that he was going to propose. And he said, "I'll never find anyone like Emily." And it's true. So, just in conclusion, I would just like to wish you guys a special grand blessing. May your Swedish fish always be fresh and crunchy. May your children love the Mets and Yankees equally. And if everyone would raise their glasses to the best couple in the room, the most beautiful bride and most handsome groom that I've ever seen before. To my sister Emily and my new brother Eddie, every happiness in the world. I love you so much. Bye. Cheers. Okay.
I'm not eating that, you know that.
Yeah, I know that too. All right. This is where the problem begins.
They're giving you the
Woo!
speech.
Oh, Jesus.
It's more than one page?
Yeah, it's more than one page. That's my own problem.
I'm gonna pass you the page.
What? Yeah, you should probably pass me the page. All right. Here we go. Ready? All right. First and foremost, I would like to thank everybody and thank Eddie, Emily's family, for coming to this wonderful wedding. Everybody who traveled from far, who didn't, it's fine. We're all here. We all love the bride and groom. Doesn't our bride look amazing tonight? For sure. Thank you. And Eddie, yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow, okay? You know. For those of you who don't know me, my name is James, more commonly known as Nicoletti. I have been friends with Eddie for 16 years. I was honored when asked to be the best man, but shortly after I realized I had to do this speech. So thank you to the bartenders for loosening me up. Sweet. So I knew Eddie when we were kids, but it didn't start hanging out until about 10th grade biology. And yes, he's a little older than me, but we won't go there. One day I came to do a lab experiment and we were paired up with another person. I always looked at Eddie as a fearless, tough person until that day. Hand him a scalpel and tell him to cut open a frog, and the dry heaving begins. I wasn't able to do it either, and we've been friends ever since. There has been many countless and embarrassing moments throughout the years, but I will keep it short, not to bore anyone. All the family ski trips that usually end up with someone drinking a little too much Captain Morgan. All the nights of playing beer pong, can jam, bago, etc., that wouldn't even, without speaking, we knew what each other were doing at any moment. Also, all the golf outings, where I know I won't forget, but pelted Eddie right in the leg with my ball and left a big ass welt. That's for sure. Also, who could forget my 21st birthday party in Vegas, where we went to, hey now, that wasn't supposed to make the cut. Yeah. But seriously, Eddie, you lucked out finding someone beautiful, smart, loving, and just a wonderful person to be with for the rest of your life. Emily, you got a beautiful dress and a bouquet out the deal. I spoke to someone the other day that has been married for 30 years and asked him, any advice I can give the new bride and groom tonight? He said, we always make sure, twice a week, we go out to a beautiful candlelit dinner, romantic, pull out all the stops. I'd asked him, being married with children myself, how do you make that work? He said, well, I go on Mondays and she goes on Tuesdays. Eddie, you know you are my brother, and I will always be there for you. Emily, I will always be there for you as well. And I'm glad I gained a new sister and an aunt to my kids. But to end this off, I wish the best of happiness, health, somewhere. Yeah. Best of, happy health and everything. Raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Fedler. Here we go. Thank you. Oh boy.
Sorry, Eddie, it's not as long. Do it. All right. Sorry to be a little repetitive, but good evening, family and friends. For those that don't know me, I'm TJ. Eddie and I have been friends, teammates, and family since day one. I would like to thank all those who invested their time, money, support into tonight's event. All this hard work and dedication shouldn't go unnoticed. Oh, we had something back there. Okay. My speech is going to be like a mini skirt. Long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to cover the details. Woo! Okay. I'm honored to be chosen as Eddie's representative tonight, as he is my brother, with his stunning wife. The countless memories and adventures Eddie and I have shared make this lifetime friendship a great ride. From the times of growing up and playing football, leaving his glove home, as my father has drove us to practice, has dubbed him the name The Glove. For those that you don't know, my dad drove us all the way to football practice to drive us back because Eddie needed his glove. There's a number of times we've been kicked out of sporting events and parties because as a parent, we know how to have a blast. Eddie's always been a nervous person when it comes to things, but he's a champ. And after a trip to the nearest garbage can, he comes out strong and focused. I always got your back, and that won't change. But after today, Em, you're family too. Emily, you're smart, beautiful young lady, hardworking, and not to mention a well-hearted person. You picked a good man in Eddie, who will have your back always. Plus, I'm there in case you need anything. Eddie, remember this. Always a real man never stops trying to persuade his woman. She means everything to you, even after you won her. Emily, you brought happiness, companionship, love, and success to Eddie. You softened him a little, and now I look at you and I see a happy, wide-eyed, newlywed couple ready for the future. Marriage is a noun. It's a verb. It's something you get. It's something you do. It's the way you love your partner every day. So Eddie, remember, you stole Emily's heart, and now she's planned her revenge. She's taking your last name tonight. So let's raise our glasses to the new Mrs. Eddie Fedler.
Good job. Want to thank the ladies, Elizabeth and Madeline, and the gentlemen, James and TJ. Let's give them a nice big round of applause. Great job.